Hello, boys and girls. So let me explain to you this activity you're going to be working on today. And so with us being asynchronous, I'm not there to kind of fully explain it to you. So I'm going to give you the directions so you can be able to complete this independently. So today you're going to be looking at how an organism is affected by different environmental changes. So you have this document here, this page I copied and pasted into your science notebook. And so in the notebook, you're able to type in and fill in certain things. I'm going to be writing on this document, but you can type into yours and you're good to go. So the way this works is that you're looking at these different organisms and how the change in their environment will impact their future populations. You're going to roll a dice to determine the organisms you're working with, and you'll record that in your table. And then you'll roll it again to determine the environmental change. So in the past, if we did this in person, you would have an actual dice that you're rolling. I'm going to give you a link. Actually, in your notebook, it's pasted there, but you're going to click a link and it takes you to a website that has dice. So don't worry about them if you don't have them at your house. Thank goodness for the internet. So looking at this table here, this is going to tell you what you're working with. So like this would be dice 1. This would be dice 2. So for examples, I'm going to switch to. So I roll my dice. I rolled a 6 and a 1. So that means that my first dice was a 6, so my organism is a blue jay. So in your data table, you would write this. Now, of course, you're not writing mine because you're going to create 5 of your own examples. But I had a 6 and my other one was a 1. So under type of change, I would write drought. And then I would just come to a conclusion and think about if a blue jay went through a drought, what would happen to that organism? And I would write my response here. Again, your data table expands, so type incomplete sentences, put a full idea there. So I'm going to go through these 5. From there, once you go so that's all you're putting in your notebook. Once you go to teams, you're going to see that there is a separate page that looks like, ignore this, but the separate page looks like this top part. Oh man, if I could do that. Looks like this top part here. You're going to answer those 4 questions based off of the data table you filled out. So when it says, what environmental changes did your organisms encounter? You would say they encountered, excuse the messy handwriting, but they encountered, and then you would list off those 5 or 3 or 4 environmental changes. You'll answer that. So as far as what you're turning in, it will be these 4 questions, and you're also going to paste your data table into that Word document. The instructions are all there, so take your time to kind of read and reread things if you need to. But that's your goal of this work, is that you're going to see how 5 different organisms, what environmental changes they go through, what will happen to them. You answer those questions. You paste that information into that document on Teams, and then submit that, and you're good to go. But like always, if you have questions that pop up, if you need help with this or any other work, please feel free, email me, chat through Teams, video call, anything like that. I'm happy to help. All right, good luck, guys.